Far beyond the forests, beyond the cold northern sea, there once lived 11 princes and one little princess. But before long, dark magic entered the kingdom, and the children's lives were changed forever, because sometimes love is forced to suffer in silence before it can finally save the ones it loves most. The king loved his children deeply, especially his youngest daughter, Elisa. She was gentle, quiet, and kind beyond words. But after many lonely years, the king married a new queen, and from the moment she arrived, coldness entered the castle. The queen's smile was beautiful, but her eyes held something dark, something cruel. She despised the king's children, especially Elisa. One night, while the castle slept beneath heavy rain, the queen used forbidden magic. A terrible curse swept through the royal chambers, and the 11 princes were transformed into wild swans. As dawn rose over the kingdom, the princes spread enormous white wings for the very first time. Their human voices vanished, their hands became feathers, and with cries filled with sorrow, they flew into the stormy sky. Only Elisa remained behind, but the queen's cruelty was not finished. She told the king that Elisa was ugly, wicked, and strange. Slowly, the king began believing her lies, and at last, Elisa was sent away from the castle, alone. Elisa wandered through deep forests for many days and nights. The world around her grew colder and darker, yet she never stopped searching for her brothers. At night, she slept beneath trees while icy wind moved through the branches above. During the day, she followed rivers and distant bird calls, until one evening, near the edge of the sea, she saw them at last. 11 magnificent wild swans descending from the sky. As the sun disappeared beneath the horizon, the swans landed upon the rocks beside the sea, and slowly, their feathers vanished. The 11 princes became human once more. Elisa ran into their arms. At last, they were together again. Her brothers explained the terrible curse. By day, they were swans. Only after sunset could they return to human form. But there was still hope. A way to break the magic forever. Elisa must weave 11 shirts from painful, stinging nettles, and while doing so, she must remain completely silent. Even a single spoken word would destroy everything. The next morning, Elisa began her impossible task. She gathered stinging nettles with her bare hands. The pain burned like fire across her skin, yet she never cried out, never stopped. Night after night, she worked silently beneath the moonlight, weaving the magical shirts for her brothers. Her fingers bled, her body weakened, but her love remained stronger than pain. One day, a young king discovered Elisa alone in the forest. He was immediately struck by her beauty and sadness. Though she never spoke, her eyes seemed filled with kindness. The young king brought her back to his castle, and before long, he fell deeply in love with her. But strange rumors began spreading through the royal court. People whispered about the silent girl who wandered at night collecting strange plants from graveyards. They called her a witch, a creature of dark magic. Still, Elisa remained silent, even as fear and suspicion grew around her, even as guards watched her constantly. She continued weaving the shirts in secret. At last, the people demanded punishment. Elisa was condemned to die. On the morning of her execution, she was placed upon a wooden cart and carried toward the flames. Yet even then, she continued working desperately on the final shirt. Then suddenly, the sky darkened with beating wings. The 11 wild swans descended through the storm. The crowd screamed in terror. At that very moment, Elisa threw the finished shirts over her brothers. One by one, their swan feathers vanished, and the princes became human again. Only the youngest brother still carried one swan wing, because Elisa had not fully completed his final sleeve. At last, Elisa finally spoke, and she revealed the truth of everything she had endured. The kingdom fell silent with shock. The curse had finally been broken. The brothers were free. And Elisa, who had suffered in silence for so long, was no longer alone. Some acts of love require strength beyond words, and sometimes the quietest hearts carry the greatest courage of all.